Well, it's official. DeSantis is all in for 24, but there's a glitch in the matrix. The internet stays undefeated.
Well, we're waiting.
And guess who's laughing? I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this is what's next. Happy Thursday, everyone. Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Daily dose, of course. Hope you guys are doing well today. Well, it is the aftermath. The announcement of Ron DeSantis for 24 is official. He did it on Twitter Spaces with Elon Musk, but there was a glitch in the matrix. It didn't turn out as well as everybody expected it, and guess who made you know it? One former president, Donald Trump. Let's take a look. This comes out of Breitbart. Technical difficulties plague DeSantis Musk Twitter Spaces campaign launch. Technical issues plagued the beginning of the highly anticipated presidential campaign launch of Ron DeSantis as the initial Twitter Spaces audio continued to cut out prior to DeSantis even being introduced. Yes, before even Ron got into the building, yeah, they were having issues. The Twitter Spaces call, scheduled to launch at 6 p.m. East, began several minutes late as one unidentified voice whispered that it was quiet. David Sachs, the entrepreneur hosting the event, began to introduce Elon Musk and assert that this was historic before the audio cut out. From then on, the audio continued to cut out several times with continuing echoing and seeming random voices, not the voice of the governor, whom the conversation was all about. I'd like to just introduce the folks in the room here. So it's safe to say that we won't be making history without the man sitting next to me. Elon Musk, his decision to purchase the platform last year, Sachs said, praising Musk before audio issues began taking over. They continued to come up with reasons for the audio issues, asserting that they were melting the servers, which viewed as a good sign. Eventually, the entire audio ended, leaving many listeners confused and in a state of silence. Trump Jr. came out with disaster. David Marcus. This is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to a presidential candidate, and it's not close. Just hold the rally. DC Drano. Is it just me or does anyone else in Twitter space keep crashing? Anyone else's Twitter space crashing during DeSantis announcement? Audio keeps cutting out. Entire Twitter app crashes for me. Johnny Maga. DeSantis got kicked out of his own space. However, DeSantis' team tweeted out, it seems that we broke the internet with so much excitement, urging people to donate to the governor's presidential campaign. That remained a consistent take from many who celebrated the amount of attention his campaign launch garnered on the social media giant. Team DeSantis, seems we broke the internet with so much excitement. How about you donate? Brian Griffin. There was so much enthusiasm for Governor DeSantis' vision of our great American comeback, he literally busted up the internet. Washington is next. 1 million raised online in 1 hour and counting. That turned out to be fact. John Cardillo. Ron DeSantis is so popular, he broke Twitter. Katrina Pearson. Elon Musk and Ron DeSantis officially broke Twitter tonight. Jenna Ellis. Just showing who was trending, and it was Elon Ron and Ron and Elon. Lisa Booth. The disloyalty argument does not land. No one is owed anything in life. Everything must be earned, including a nomination. Cernovich, DeSantis broke the internet. Ron DeSantis himself, I'm running for president to lead our great American comeback. DeSantis discussed a range of issues during the conversation, from the way we handle the corona in the Sunshine State, a crown jewel on his list of accomplishments, to his administration's ongoing battle with Disney, as well as the efforts he has made to keep Floridians safe from illegal immigration. Quote, I put a lot of my capital as Florida governor involving the combating of illegal immigration, the governor said. We banned sanctuary cities in my first year. We just did a strong anti-illegal immigration bill in Florida that's working. I put marine assets in the Florida Keys to help the Coast Guard repel boats from places like Haiti. Quote, I have people at the southern border right now helping Texas. So we've been able to relocate illegal aliens in places like Martha's Vineyard, he touted. So I don't think any other governor has probably gone out of his way to try to do more to impact on this issue. And I'm not going to take no for an answer. I think our voters are sick of empty promises. They want to see action. DeSantis stated during the conversation that he's not in the race for, quote, fanfare, explaining that it's about producing results. At the end of the day, the whole business that we're in here is about producing results. I don't care about the fanfare. Quote, I appreciate the well wishes, but I don't need any of the fanfare. I don't need the adulation. I just know that I'm in a position where I have a chance to make a difference, and I'm either doing it or I'm not. And I remember sitting at the desk at State Capitol my first day as governor 4.5 years ago. I looked around the room and I thought to myself, I don't know what the son of a bitch is going to succeed me in this chair, but they're not going to have anything to do because I'm getting all the meat off the bone, he said, explaining that he was determined to lean on the issues and make an impact. Quote, we have done that in the state of Florida. I bring the exact attitude up to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, he stated. Meanwhile, President Joe Biden initially mocked the campaign's launch technical issues, yes, Joe Dementia, seemingly forgetting that he too has been the subject of them as well. And of course, they tweet out, because we know he doesn't do shit. This link works. Yeah. This is what actually went down on Twitter Spaces last night.
All right. Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, everyone, depending on wherever in the world you're joining us from. I'm broadcasting live from Twitter headquarters. It's David Sachs here. Elon is sitting next to me, and we want to welcome you to this historic Twitter Spaces event, and more broadly, a first in the history of social media. Tonight, I'm pleased to introduce two individuals who've done more to loosen the.
I said on yesterday's video regarding the DeSantis that he was going to do it officially on Twitter last night. I did. I really look forward to it. But my wife reminded me that I had a previous appointment for X-ray on my knee. So, yeah. Well, it seems like I didn't really miss much, or I missed the best part. Not surprising that you had the Trump campaign come out and make cracks. Not surprised. Not surprised at all. We have seen Donald Trump make cracks, sideswipes at Ron DeSantis since prior to the November midterms. And now it's official, so now they can be poking each other's bear all day long. But to me, I really don't see this as a big deal. I see this as to quote one CNN former quote analyst, this is a big nothing burger. People just melting down over it. And I think it was just like, okay, what's the term? The old adage, shit happens. And guess what? It did. Now, it turned out to be probably the most inopportune time, only because you're making this massive announcement. And to DeSantis' team's credit is that they were trending number 1 and number 2. For hours, they were trending number 1 and number 2. They were still trending even after the quote-unquote audio debacle. But at the end of the day, he's out there. It's no longer what ifs or maybes or speculations of any sort. It's official. He's out there. Now they're going to go toe-to-toe. Who doesn't have all the sizzle that Donald Trump has, but he's got policy after policy after policy passed in his 4.5 years and says, here's my body of work, and I will compare it to you, President Donald Trump, all day long and twice on Sundays. I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell, so you guys never miss a thing. And we'll see you next time. Peace.